I've had the good fortune to spend 60 years in service to this wondrous land. It's not been perfect service, to be sure, and there were probably times when the country might have benefited a little less of my help. But I've tried to deserve the privilege as best I can, and I've been repaid 1,000 times over.
Senator John McCain died 1 year ago today after a lifetime of service. And this week, Jonathan Karl traveled to Arizona to speak with McCain's widow, Cindy McCain, who's launched a new initiative in the senator's memory.
It's hard to imagine that it's been a year. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, this is a process, and my biggest job this past year has been making sure my family was okay.
How often do you think of him?
All the time. I think of him every day, every second of every day almost, and hope he's approving of what I'm doing.
So now you have this new initiative. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
I've named it Acts of Civility, mm-hmm. and what I'm asking people to do is to go out and perform an act of civility. Perhaps you go and talk to a family member that you've disagreed with, and try to make peace with that family member, agree to disagree with that family member, and then post it on social media.
What do you think is driving the incivility that we see now?
I think social media is obvious, for the obvious reasons. The contention on both sides of the aisle, the lack of civility. I mean, somehow we've come down a lane now where it's okay to insult someone on the Senate floor or insult someone on the House floor, or insult someone anonymously online and then walk away from it.
What would Senator McCain be talking to me about right now? What would be driving him right now? Certainly
the shootings that have been going on, mm-hmm. Certainly the incivility that's happening. John was always the guy fighting for the little guy. And I think John would be very discouraged about the border situation right now. He would also be the voice of reason in all of this, which is what we're sorely lacking right now, is his voice of reason and his understanding of the purpose and the ability to be able to work across the aisle on these issues. That's how we worked for so many years. And now to just close ranks and not talk to anybody doesn't make any sense. It not only doesn't make any sense, it doesn't do any good for the country.
Who's carrying that torch now?
I don't see anyone carrying the voice of reason mantle right now. I'm hoping someone will bubble up.
Are you surprised at the way the Republican Party has basically marched lockstep with President Trump?
I'm surprised at a lot of things. This party is not the party of Abraham Lincoln that I've seen anyway, nor the party of Ronald Reagan. We're the ones that should be nonpartisan. We're the ones that should be working for the good of all. I believe this pendulum's going to swing back. I don't know when, but I just don't believe that we're going to stick right here on the side that's just disruptive and mean and non-progressive in any way.
I mean, there's two ways it can go. It can swing back and move towards civility like you're talking about, or it can be a reaction in the opposite direction.
Right.
That, you know, it's kind of more incivility, hitting back and counterpunching, as the president likes to say.
I mean, our country is not well right now. We're not, you know, we need to get our act together, number one, and step back and take a breath. You know, this country's made up of immigrants. We're made up of people of every color, every creed, and that's what makes us special. And to somehow side up black and white or brown and white or whatever it may be is just wrong. It's not who we are.
What about Senator McCain's friends who are in the Senate?
And, you know, and still are my friends.
But I mean, are you at all disappointed when we see somebody like Lindsey Graham basically become the president's most steadfast defender on this stuff?
Well, Lindsey has his own political career to worry about and his own political life. I would just hope that in the long run, everyone would begin to move the right direction, including Lindsey or anybody else. Lindsey's a part of my family.
Right.
He's a good friend, and I will not be critical of Lindsey.
So before you go, a little straight talk. We're going into another presidential campaign. You have seen not one, but two presidential campaigns up very, very close.
Yeah.
What's your advice to the candidates?
Oh gosh, my advice is to not listen to the naysayers. Don't let the naysayers get you down. Do the right thing. You know, speak your mind. You know, speak your heart, but be civil about it. And I think also enjoy it. Never forget your sense of humor. You know, if you don't have a sense of humor, you're not going to survive it, quite frankly.
You're not going to endorse any candidates?
No, I'm not going to. I just want to watch the process. If I participate at all, it'll be on the part of encouraging civility and encouraging people to talk to one another.
And you had said not long ago that you wouldn't be surprised to see a McCain or two get into politics. So any update on that? Do you see any,
Well, I have several that are interested, so we'll see what happens on that. We encourage all of our kids to get involved in public service, as you know.
So we could see another McCain campaign.
I think so.
For
yeah.
something.
For something, yeah. Something somewhere. And that one I'll get involved with.
You'll endorse.
I'll endorse that one.
All right. Thank you very much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.